Am I the a-hole for not liking my proposal? My 29 female fiance, 32 male, recently proposed to me about 2 weeks ago. We've been together for about 3 years. I always told him that I wanted just the two of us there when he proposed, simply because I don't like the attention on me in public settings. On the day he proposed, he had multiple friends there, some of which I never even met, and I was pretty upset about it. Yes, I love him, but he disregarded my wishes, and I really didn't get to enjoy the moment as I always imagined. When I brought it up after the fact as to why he didn't have just us there, he said that he always wanted his closest friends and family there to share the moment. And he was upset with me and said it was his moment too. However, I said when we spoke before, he never once said anything about it and said that I never asked what he wanted for the proposal. It got heated regarding who was present. I honestly felt like it was unfair to change what I always told him I would like to what he wanted, especially since he knew I am more introverted and prefer not being the center of attention. When I said that, he told me I need to grow up and that it's not about me. Am I the a-hole for not like am I the a-hole for not liking how he proposed and for being upset about it?
Wow. Yeah, definitely. You are not the a-hole. I know you thought I was gonna say.
I was like, wait, what is
Justin, what do you think about this?
Well, I don't know. Well, this is what I think. He should have kind of given her a heads up, or he should have made what he wanted very obvious, because obviously he didn't tell her what he wanted, but she made it very explicit what she wanted out of the situation, and she was an introvert and she didn't want to have a bunch of people there. So they should have kind of hashed that out a little bit more. I definitely don't think she's the a-hole. He sounds like he's being a little bit of a diva. He should have considered her more. I think it's in a situation like that, it's more he's doing this for her. He's creating the situation. He's making it memorable for her. It's your job to do that. So you have to make it special for her. It doesn't matter really what you want in this situation. I'm just being honest. I disagree with that. I mean, it's cool that he, wanted to be a little bit more involved and make it special for himself, but he's being selfish, and I don't agree with it.
So, like, when you proposed to Christy, were you thinking about yourself at all? Like what you had imagined proposing, or was it more like, oh, what would Christy like?
It was what I thought Christy would like. It was what I mean, I considered different things, but I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about how she would respond and how the situation was. And so we weren't around a bunch of people randos, and I kept having to wait and wait and wait because there were so many people around. And I was like, okay, it was just giving me anxiety. I'm like, I don't know these people. I don't like these people. I don't care about these people. I care about her. So I had to wait. And I wanted to go to this gazebo place where we were at. And then, of course, people were eating lunch at this freaking gazebo. There wasn't that many people there, but they had to be eating lunch at the gazebo. So it was on the road where we were at this garden we were at. But it was nice. And she took a picture of me while I was doing it because she had a camera over on her chest. It was interesting. Didn't expect that.
But you know what I liked about that was that, yeah, you planned this moment for me, but you also put a little bit of yourself into it, right? Because this garden was very special to you. It meant a lot to your family history. And so I knew something was up, right?
You did?
I knew something was up because I was just like, he is really into the art, and you're not usually into art when we go to museums. And so you were just like telling me about this George Washington painting and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, wow, you're like really into this stuff. And we're like looking at the sculptures, and I'm like, oh, really? Like, we're not rushing through this. Okay, cool. But the point that I'm trying to make is that even though this was a moment that he planned for me, he embedded a little bit of himself into it. And I think this is something that OP's boyfriend, now fiance, probably should have done. Instead of turning this into his moment, he could have just like put a little bit of himself into it. Especially the fact that he invited people that she didn't even know.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
Quote unquote best friends that she's never met. Like, no.
I agree with you guys. I would love to be contra with you guys just to be contra, but I have to agree with you guys. And I have to agree with what we said. She's not the a-hole. He's the a-hole, really.
All right, you guys ready for an edit?
Yes.
All right, OP goes, he also had his parents there and not mine. He also asked me multiple times how I envisioned him proposing, and I always said private with us, and then celebrating with family and friends right after to announce. As a note, I never expected anything big or fancy. I always joked with him and said if we were running down the stairs and we fell and we're laughing and he proposed right there and then, I would always say yes because all I needed was him. Not once did he say he wouldn't do a private proposal or something with just us. And then there's a second edit. Also, just to add in, he has always treated me well. It's just difficult to navigate this because of our differing opinions and him telling me I was wrong for feeling this way.
I guess my issue is that if he's already not listening to her what she wants at this point and not expressing what he wants, what else is he going to do that with later on in life? Do you know what I mean? Like kids, is he going to be like, oh, you know what? I actually don't want kids. Or I don't know. Oh, you want like a house that's 2 stories? No, I only want a 1-story house. Like, I don't know. Just, random things that last minute you're going to let them know. And I don't know. I don't think that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like this is a small thing that could eventually be a big problem.
Definitely.
All right, you guys want to hear the top comment?
Sure.
Okay, top comment, and I think it was chosen by the poster. Writes, you should seriously consider if you really want to marry him. Your communication as a couple seems terrible, and he knowingly disrespected your wishes in an important moment for both of your lives. He should have told you his opinion when you previously discussed this, so you could have come up with a compromise together. So I'm going with not the a-hole.
Yeah, that pretty much summarizes it.
Agreed.
She needs some coffee.